Greetings, the Hijabi Gamer here, and this is a quick 101 step guide, basic guide to Xur and everything you basically need to know about Xur, because I've noticed people have been asking questions in the comments to my videos. Some of them, I'm surprised where they're coming from, but I figured I should make a video describing the basics of Xur and his locations and the basics of my videos to make everyone's life at least a little more easier, because I don't want people to miss out on the opportunity to pick up the weapons or gear they need from Xur, especially given how short a time he's in the tower in Destiny 1. Now, first and most important, let me be clear. I am making Xur location videos for the first original Destiny 1. I try to make it very clear in the title of my video. I call it Destiny 1 D1 Xur location. And even in the tags, it says Destiny the Game D1. So that's important to keep in mind. I also tried to distinguish it. Now, I didn't get to choose to do it this week because I need to get to work, but I try to also separate it from the legacy consoles, which I also put in the title, Xbox 360, PS3. So people know, because the legacy version on Xbox 360 and PS3 is different than the Rise of Iron version on PS4 and Xbox One. Rise of Iron was not on Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. So that is important. I am making videos for the first Destiny. The second Destiny, Xur does not arrive until later in the day when I'm already at work. In addition, there are a lot of people making videos about Destiny 2. I think at this point, I am the only person left on YouTube making original Destiny Xur location videos and just Destiny content in general. So I'm trying to fill a niche that isn't being filled. I know a lot of people do play Destiny, and I like Destiny. So if I could do something to help the Destiny community, it's a great thing. So original Destiny. Second, this is important. Xur drops on Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know, depending on your own time zone, I will try to post in the community tab a chart with the different time zones. But for me, in New Jersey, Xur arrives on the tower at 5 a.m. on Friday, and he leaves on Sunday at 5 a.m. He is only in the tower for 48 hours. This is different than Destiny 2. In Destiny 2, he doesn't leave until the reset. And the reset in Destiny 2 is later than the reset in Destiny 1. Everything in Destiny 1 happens very early in the morning. The weekly reset on Tuesday is at 5 a.m. Versus, I think, I'm usually at work at the time, but my understanding is Destiny 2 resets later in the afternoon. Xur arrives for Destiny 2 later in the afternoon. For original Destiny, 5 a.m. on Tuesdays. The Weaponsmith weapon test resets on 5 a.m. on Wednesdays. Xur is 5 a.m. on Fridays. In addition, Xur can only be found in 2 locations in the original Destiny. Now, one of those locations, he can be in multiple spots because it's the tower. So Xur is either in the tower, which you can tell if he's in the tower because there's usually a purple mark by the stairs, or he's in the reef. Now, I haven't restarted Destiny in a very long time, so I don't remember the full experience, but I think you need to unlock the reef. So you may not be able to go to Xur in the reef if you're very early in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. As I said, it's been a while since I restarted a character in the original Destiny, so I really don't remember. But in the tower, but in the reef, he's only in one spot. In the tower, he could be in different spots, which is why I always make sure, especially for new players, to start at the spawn point, the spot you transmat at, and to walk and guide you to where he's at. Because there's nothing I hate more than people who make Destiny guides and they run through it ridiculously fast and you can't keep up and you have to constantly pause the video. So I try to be very clear on his location. And I try to always be like, he's in the tower, he's in the reef, he's always in one spot of the reef. And he's always gone, as I said, by Sunday at 5 a.m. So right now, it's almost 2 p.m. on Sunday, and he is gone. So when we go to the tower, which I wanted to show something else in the tower, you're not going to see his mark. Though I believe he was in the reef this week anyway, so the mark wouldn't be there anyway. Another thing to keep in mind is, when you purchase an exotic weapon from Xur, you are unlocking the blueprint. You basically have permanent access to that weapon. You can dismantle the weapon and then reclaim it from the blueprint kiosks in the tower, which is what I'm about to show you right now. It isn't cheap to reclaim an exotic, and it's usually easier to just buy it from Xur. However, you can reclaim them. It's not gone for good once you unlock. And that's why it's like, just buy all the exotics you don't have. You never know. You might want to pick it up later. Just get it. It also adds to your Grimoire score. Now, you're heading towards the Vanguard. I am on my Hunter. So I will only see exotic armor for the Hunter class. If I were on my Titan, you would see the Titan. And for the Warlock, the Warlock. Now, armor is on this side over here. Exotic armor blueprints. This will show you I have all of the exotic armor for the Hunter unlocked. I can easily reclaim it. Now, one thing to keep in mind is when you do reclaim it, you're not getting it at max light. So I'm at 400 light, which is the maximum light level in the original Destiny. If I were to reclaim, say, the Tarantella, first off, it will cost me an exotic shard, and it will cost me 2500 glimmer. And it will only drop at 320 light. Now, if I want to infuse it, I can just... It will also cost me another exotic shard. See, Glimmer, 250, armor materials, an exotic shard, and legendary marks. So in order for you to get a maximum light weapon or armor, you need to spend 2 exotic shards. I believe Xur does not give you the weapon at maximum light either, so you will need a second exotic shard to infuse it. I have a bunch of them. The thing is, when you dismantle an exotic, you only get 1 exotic shard. So it will cost you 2 to raise it to 400, 1 to reclaim it and 1 to infuse it, but then you only get 1 if you dismantle it. So this is the Hunter armor. This is the year 3, and this is the collection from year 1. My understanding is very limited about year 1 because I wasn't playing Destiny at the time, but you can't go very high in the light level. It's not worth reclaiming, especially since it's for an exotic shard, and those aren't cheap. So I would waste exotic shards reclaiming year 1 stuff. Most of them I don't even have unlocked because I started at the end of year 2. In addition, you have over here, this is the exotic weapons blueprints. Now, this is different. You'll see everything. It's not class limited. Unless, I guess, Ace of Spades would be the only one, because Ace of Spades is in Destiny 1, Ace of Spades was limited to only the Hunter. Yeah, I'm not happy about the fact that everyone else has access. All of the ones that look like engrams are the ones I haven't unlocked yet. These are primarily raid weapons, primarily the adept primary weapons. I'm missing a bunch of those. But everything else you could see, if I wanted to, I could reclaim. I would get it at 320, and then I would infuse it with a 400. You can infuse legendary weapons into exotic weapons, which is really great. So you don't need to infuse an exotic into an exotic. You can have a legendary, and you can infuse it into an exotic and bring it up to 400. So every time you discover an exotic, you will, even without dismantling, you will automatically have the exotic blueprint. There are websites that list them all. I know that I'm primarily missing... I think I might be also missing one. No, I do have it. I thought I was missing the Queen Breaker's bow, but that might be on PlayStation. So this is where you could reclaim exotic weapons and armor. In addition, how to get strange coins. Basically, by playing the game. You could get them sometimes in chests, sometimes doing public events, doing just stuff in the game. You will sometimes randomly find an exotic coin, a strange coin, You'll sometimes find a strange coin, but the best way to get strange coins is through faction packages. For example, this is why I always tell people to do the weaponsmith tests, because you can get, for every time you rank up the weaponsmith, you will get a highlight level weapon. His packages will include weapons up to 400 light and 4 strange coins. And it's pretty easy to rank him up. See, every weapon you test will give you 500. So you only need to test 4 weapons to get him up a rank. And then he will give you 4 strange coins and a 400, well, depending on your light level. In my case, since I'm 400 light, he will give me a 400 light weapon. There's always the Cryptarch, New Monarchy, Future War Cult, Dead Orbit, the Vanguard. All of those factions Petrovenge has a faction. But any of the factions will give you 4 strange coins. But in addition, just playing the game will get you a lot of strange coins. As I said, he will be back on Friday. So these are the basics on Xur. If you have any more questions, let me know in the comments down below. I hope this helps people. Thank you for watching, and please share this with other Destiny people. And I hope to see you around the tower.